Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. We are privileged enough to have Erin Slifka from the Joplin Chamber of Commerce in with us this morning. Erin, so good to see you in person.
Nice to see you, I know.
Erin, obviously no stranger to the show, but she brings us a very unique opportunity that's put together by two groups called Heartland Forward and Builders and Backers, along with other sponsors for this. Now, Erin, how many people do you think have sat around at some point in their life and been like, I have an idea for an invention, something that could improve my community, but I don't know where to start?
I think quite often they say, I want to say it's about every 3 to 8 people have an idea, but they don't have access to capital to get that idea launched. That's the huge barrier. So we have an exciting opportunity for those who have an idea. We have an Idea Accelerator grant program that is available to anyone living in the Joplin area, the tri-state area, to apply for this grant, and it's open till May 30th.
And it's amazing that when I went through the list of people and organizations that are a part of it, so many of them are construction driven, which makes perfect sense, but also too, you were telling me about some of the ideas that people had put together in previous cities where this has been going on, and they're not necessarily construction related.
No, they're not. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Oxford, Mississippi were 2 test markets last year that Builders and Backers and Heartland Forward used. There was one woman who did an app and bringing it to centralizing your shopping bags. So for those who do online shopping, you have your shopping bag at Amazon, maybe Old Navy, Bed Bath & Beyond, but this would bring all those shopping bags together, so you only have to make one transaction through this app. Another gentleman partnered with local law enforcement to do some different drone footage to allow them to access to different data points. And there was another one I read about, I believe out of the Oklahoma area, where this individual created an app to work with private property owners for hunting and getting access so they can lease out land. So, and that's, if you go on our Facebook page, we do have a link to a YouTube video where it talks about some of these ideas.
I think the key factor of this is when we talk about when we talk about Heartland Forward and the builders and backers. So much of it, I don't want people to be dissuaded by the fact that they think it is construction driven, because it's truly not. And another thing that Erin really wants to emphasize is that she's representing the Joplin Area Chamber of Commerce, but folks, this is open to you anywhere.
Anywhere. So some of our partners, the MoCan Regional Economic Partnership, we have Mid-Missouri Bank, Commerce Bank, Arvis Bank here in Joplin, Anderson Engineering, Mercy Hospital, but these ideas that we're wanting to funnel in are things that our region needs, where maybe we're lacking something that could connect major industry to help break down those barriers.
How was the Chamber of Commerce, like you said, it was a pilot program that we saw in Tulsa and Oxford. They had great success with it, so now they expand. How was the Joplin Area Chamber of Commerce able to convince them to come help the 4 states?
So we definitely leveraged our partnership with the local businesses who are also investing in this program. But Builders and Backers and Heartland Forward definitely saw an opportunity here in this region with how quickly we're growing and how we are really building up this entrepreneurial ecosystem here in the region. So if you're in that 7-county area, the Ottawa, Barton, Jasper, I can name them all, the Kansas side, Cherokee and Crawford, please, if you have an idea, apply for this program, because all you need is an idea. You do not need a business plan. That will be part of that 90-day program.
They're going to usher me.
Yes, yes.
So I've got this great idea. Where do I start? Where do I apply?
Go to buildersbackers.com. On that homepage, there will be a spot where you can apply. We have 10 spots reserved for Joplin area individuals. Again, you have a 90-day program. That first 45 days, they will help you work on that idea to build it out, to attract capital, and then the next 45 days you go and test it out and market.
And so there it is, folks. You no longer have a reason to wake up and say, I have this grandiose idea for an invention, but I don't know where to start, because Erin and the Joplin Area Chamber of Commerce are helping us pull this off. What are some of the feedback that you've received from the businesses and the sponsors that have been a part of this? Do they see the long end goal here?
Yes, definitely. I would say in the last few years, about 80% in our communities that are growing employment are startup businesses. So we definitely
80%?
Yes, yes. And so coming out of COVID, we have this opportunity to really take care of our startup community and our local businesses and watch that grow, because these are the people living in our community contributing to the livability and the quality of life to this area. And we want to make sure these ideas stay here and they grow here so we can take care of everyone that lives here.
That percentage right there, you just blew my mind with that
Yes,
statistic.
I know, I had to read it a few times.
That's amazing. So Erin, tell us one more time how we apply for this and just kind of the timeline about the time investment. And hey, if this is going to be successful, you got to know that you're going to have to put some time into it as well. So deadline and where we apply.
May 30th is the deadline for the application. Buildersandbackers.com. On the homepage there's an application, and this is a 90-day program. First 45 days you're going to be learning about how to get that idea on paper, and then the next 45 days you'll be testing that idea in market.
And if you want to go back and review anything that Erin said, of course you can find this interview on KOAMnewsnow.com, and do not hesitate to go to the Joplin Area Chamber of Commerce website. And Erin does a marvelous job with our Facebook page. I know how much time you put into that. Erin Slifka of the Joplin Area Chamber of Commerce, thanks you for bringing us this amazing opportunity. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Wonderful to see you in person.
Yes, it is nice to see you too.
We'll be back with more KOAM Morning News right after this.